Good morning, everybody. Little behind the scenes knowledge. I almost didn't make it back in. I was grabbing my coffee and some extra drinks. Yeah, let me know if the audio sounds super scuffed. I've been changing some settings around and I don't know exactly if it is still jacked up or not. It was pretty jacked up. Cool. Morning, Brass. Morning, Luz. How's your morning going? Day off, can't complain. Hell yeah. Not terrible. Playing with the Momos. You see, when I first read that, Luz, I thought you said playing with the Mormons. And I'm like, that's a mean thing to do. They don't appreciate that, I'm sure. Turn the music down just a little bit. Let me know if you can still hear it. I think it's louder for me than it is for you. Heck the Mormons. Let's see. There we go. Also, I do dig Doom's new emotes. Are you making a game at this point? No. That's a lot of extra work. They were expensive. I'm sure they were. That's why if I get to the point where I'm making emotes, I'm planning to make my own. Or where I can do emotes, is what I was gonna say. If I get to the point where I can have emotes, I'll probably just make my own. You should get on Fiverr. I don't know, man. I've thought about it, but there's a part of me that's, I don't know, it's probably imposter syndrome, but I'm thinking, I'm not good enough at that. Ah, goodness, hang on. Can I... Yeah, screw off. Can I delete this message? Can't delete the message from here. Well, phooey. So, TLDR, I'm using Restream, and apparently I need to have YouTube up as well, because Restream doesn't let me delete messages. And I'm hating these bots, and basically it's not such a big deal yet, but I'm having to delete them one by one. Mute that sucker. Okay. Cool. It looks like it did delete it there. Disagree. You're fantastic. It is imposter syndrome. Stop making excuses and do it. Yeah. There's this part of me, though, that's like, I don't want to promise people that I can do a thing and then be unable to fulfill that promise. Right? Like, yeah, I make pixel art. And then, like, make a horse or something. And I'm like, I have no idea how to do that. You are correct, likely to lose. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That is fair. Show them what you've done. That's a way to show them what you're capable of. Yeah. Yeah, that's reasonable. Well, it'll be something to look into after the stream today and perhaps tomorrow. Made a sick D20 and a sick toot. A lot of work on Fiverr is where you apply for a job someone has listed. See, I hope I don't make a sick Artarian. I would like to be healthy as long as possible. I said sick! Don't sass me. Man, you come into my house. You came into my shop, and you saying I can't sass you? It's my shop. I'll sass whoever I want to. Likely to be toxic. Haven't you ever played any JRPGs, man? Poison attacks are like the least likely to land, and even when they do, they're the worst. You know, they're the most useless. So don't be toxic. It's just, you know, suboptimal. Let's see. We're gonna make an orange thing today, I think. Casting that good stank. You know what? I need to put a command. I need to put a command in chat where I can, you know, cast silence on somebody. It would be really cool if I could do it, and then, like, I know you can time people out, and I don't want to do that to people, but it'd be cool if I could do that, and then just all your messages come up as asterisks. That would be absolutely hilarious to me. I did add a lurk command, by the way. Y'all feel free to give that a shot. I'm happy with it. There's only one message, and I think it'd be cool if I could get it to where it randomly selected a message. Yeah. Heck the stream. Let's go with this color here, I think. We're gonna go with a darker orange. Momo watching too. Oh, good. At least I have somebody who appreciates me. Not stomping on you, Brass. I appreciate you being here too. Somebody who's... At least Momo isn't gonna heckle me. How about that? You should make a Momo. You're probably right. I probably should. You don't know what she's saying behind your back. You will earn my appreciation. I thought I already had your appreciation, man. Thought you already enjoyed what I'm doing. No, I'm not gonna lie. This song does that thing where it like bounces between your ears. So like my headphones are set up to where it plays in one ear. It's different sounds, you know, depending on how it was recorded, I guess. And this song started off just vibrating between the two, and I hate that. Reverb. Yeah, like, it's not just reverb, right? Because you can have reverb without that happening. I've heard it. But, like, this... Like, I've heard so many songs do that lately, and it just throws me off. Ah, welcome, Twitch Unoriginal. Welcome to the stream. We are making some gemstones starting off this morning. And don't mind Likely to Lose, he's probably had a little too much coffee today. He's being super energetic and heckling me. Well, cool. I'm glad you enjoy gemstones. I'm using them as practice. I'm not an amazing pixel artist just yet, but it's a nice place to start for me. What is coffee? Likely, you may not be... I was trying to give you an out, right? I was trying to give you an out for all of your excessive amounts of energy. No, I don't like where those are. I want to move those. You're right there. Yeah, that's better. Thanks, man. I realize you're doing equal parts heckling and what do you call this? Aggressive positivity. So I think one of the things that I want to do with this one is add a bevel on this front edge. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but we're going to see if we can make that happen. Been watching some tutorials. Okay, so this is our darkest outline. We'll fill in with these. Yep, I figured that was what was going to happen. You can see the darkest shade is near the highlight. Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm reading the bottom of chat. I need to go back and see what I am catching up with. The way you shaded them isn't really the way you do. If you look at crystals, if you build up, or I build you up and break you down, build you up again. This is not the Marine Corps, likely. You can see the darkest shade is near the highlight. So I've done a few others that I've been practicing with, and to be honest, I've been looking at other people's methods of how they actually have drawn some gemstones, so I can only take a little bit of credit for these. I mostly was following other people's guide. Darkest shade is near the highlight. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the yellow one. I sort of, what do you call it? Not freehand, but I improvised on the darker shades on the outside. I think it looks alright. That's what I meant. Darkest shades near the highlights. You mean like right in here? Or even right here? But yeah, it's is it just me that has to keep buffering the channel? I don't know, likely. I was having that trouble with your stream and then somebody else's stream the other day. I think Twitch might be having some problems because it would play your audio and then you just repeat yourself multiple times, which, you know, more than you normally do. But it just kept doing that. I don't know what the deal was. Trying to join your Discord. Is it not functioning? Let me see here. This should pop up a... Give that link a try and see if it works. I might have to... Why did that do that? Let me see if that functions. Alright, we're gonna have to do this. Actually, we're gonna go here, and I guess we're gonna use that color and fill that in. And we'll take a step down. Actually, no, we want to use this. I want to give myself several shades to work on the shine with. We'll go here. Select that for now. The way that the faceted greens reflect light. Edges often catch the highlights and are right next to the darkest tones. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll check the Discord. Thanks, Brass. I have to wait for a mod to approve me. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to be careful with the whole Discord thing. I'm afraid of getting botted, to be honest. So I'm trying to be as careful with that as possible. So right now we're just doing a mod approval process. We'll move that to an automated process later. But for now, that's where we are. Hey, thanks, man. I'm hoping that my alerts played. I'm not looking at my actual stream. But welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself enough to follow along. But for some odd reason, when I test everything, I can hear all of my alerts and everything plays and it's beautiful. And then when actual follows happen and any real alerts, I get nothing. And I have no idea why. Posted some of my pixel art in your Discord. Okay, cool, yeah. Alerts sounded good. Yeah, man, I'll give that a check. I'll give that a check out. That's not a thing people say. That's a weird way to say that. Also, I feel like this is not nearly bright enough, so we're gonna go Probably step it up to here, I think. Eee. So I've not done a top-edged shine like this one before. So we're going to see how this goes. This is kind of new to me. I think I want to bring this all the way over to here, though. And maybe this bottom edge will be a different shine. Store clerks say that. I'll be honest, man. Streaming. So I was thinking about this when you were streaming the other day. Yesterday, was it? And they were giving you grief about not being able to remember something or not being able to think through something, and I was like, yeah, streaming really, like, just being live and trying to talk and do stuff and all that drops your IQ by like 30 points. It's just a thing. The delay? What delay? So, oh yeah, that's right, we're all the way down here, actually, on these colors. Oh yeah, I need to bring this shine up somehow, too. So this is my brightest orange that I'm using, which I think is this one. Nope, it's not that one. It is... Did I go all the way down here? Where am I? Who am I? That should be the right one. That's not that color. Did I switch colors in the middle of this? Good grief. I'm just a mess this morning. Only have 30 points. Channel points don't work for me. The delay of when you say something, I respond, and you get it. It's rough. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if channel points are a thing or not for me. I'm kinda new to Twitch, as you can tell by my tiny follower count. But planning to get that up and running, well, you see. Gotta hit affiliate. People who I know have points don't do for some reason. Hang on. Is this just a reach stream problem? Is something weird going on with this? Oh, 30 points. I mean, I only have 30 points. I thought you were complaining about the lack of channel points. Like you've been following me for a while and don't have any, you know, hardly have any channel points. Like that shouldn't be right. People who I know have points don't do. You mean aren't affiliate? You know what, since we have royally just mussed this up hard... No, yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are. Cool, cool. We're in the right space. That's that one. Yes, yes, we're... Yeah, okay, I'm on the very bottom orange. I gotta remember that. Check pixel art. They're affiliated and did have points before, but they don't now. Huh. Weird. That is strange. And no, I haven't looked at the Discord yet. I'll check that here in a little bit. Got too many tabs. So, okay, I need to figure out how to do this top section of this one. I don't have a guide to follow. I had a guide to follow on these other ones. I'm kind of just winging it on this new shape here. I am kind of trying to follow what I've got over here though. Let's see if that works out. So let's go back over to this color here. Bring that across the top of this. And we might bring this back over, color that back out. Restream has let me know that I've received 100 messages today. Goodness. Y'all being chatty. And I appreciate that. I really do. So let's step this down here. This may not work the way I planned for it to. I think we do this. No, I don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical. Basically what I'm doing is go from stream to stream, show them pixel art, and look at what other people draw. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll give it a look. I'll say hi. What up? Oh, goodness. My goodness, man. You're blowing me out of the water. I don't think you're gonna learn anything here. But you're welcome to hang out, and I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Are those two colors? Did I use the same one here? I think I did. Yeah, no, I didn't. They just look very close. This orange might be just too bright, and that might be my problem. Oh, wait a minute. I moved that. I did not want to move that. I just want to select the other color. Front facet should be darker. You think the front one should be the darkest one rather than the side? That is probably correct. Well, fine then. Wait a second. Did I do this wrong? I did do that wrong. There we go. Isn't it better to use your own colors to practice even more? Possibly. You're not necessarily wrong, but I am kind of... Yeah, I think you make a good point. I was going to hedge there, but I think I'll not do that. I think you are correct. That said, I'm kind of feeling like I want to practice, you know, like one thing at a time. At least for now. So that's that color, and if I come up here... Ah, no, crud. Go back. Undo. Control Z is my favorite button. Darker outline makes the sprite more appealing. Well, I mean, I don't know. Unless you're talking about a black outline, and I'm not going to get a whole lot darker than what I got here. At least I don't plan to. Buttons? Yeah, you know what? It's a single input as far as the computer is concerned, likely. I mean, arguably it's two inputs because it's press and release. But, you know, we don't split hairs. So, no lie, I had trouble with this the other day. I was trying to set up a discount Stream Deck, which is just a number pad, and my computer kept recognizing that my keyboard was constantly releasing a key, and I could not figure out why. Hey, Lazy Jacob, welcome. Is that a new profile picture? I think it is. How you doing this morning? I think I'm gonna go to this color, and we are gonna do this. This may not work the way I anticipate it working. Right there, I think. Don't mind likely, he's just over here showing off all of his fancy emotes. There we go. Okay, so let us do... Just sort of freewheeling this. See how it looks. I think that actually needs to be the other way around. Yeah, I think it does. Let us do this number. Did I just back this up the wrong way? Let's go to there. Keep leaving my computer on Twitch and randos keep giving me subs. Wow, must be nice. That said, I don't sub to very many things. Honestly, I think like the only 2 subs that I have on this channel are subs that I was gifted. I think I need to bring that one back down a little bit. There we are. That looks okay. Toot, Kitty, and one other. Rest have been gifted. Okay. Oh, and Goddess, yeah. I mean, there's a part of me, man, that feels like... It's like, ah, yes, let me... It's like in that last case, I'm like, you're giving yourself money via Twitch's filter. In that what do you call it? They're taking a cut. They're taking their cut out of the money you're handing to yourself. Buying brownie points. I mean, that's fair. I'm not gonna knock it. Not gonna knock it. I was thinking about that. You know, you do like the emotes, so you may as well, right? And welcome Brass over on YouTube. Does this look right? I feel like this does look right, but that is that color. I need to go darker? Or does this need to be lighter? You're on the YouTubes? Yes, we are streaming on both platforms today. Over on YouTube and on Twitch. I have been watching a lot of stuff that suggests that that's a good idea. Maybe it is. I hope it is. Let's see. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I feel like this is... Oh, it's not even the right color. There we go. That's better. Yeah, sorry, I don't have those set up, likely. I've got Discord, and I don't even think I have Twitter set up, to be honest with you. Need to get on that. I don't know about this side. I don't think it works. It is looking like a thing. And you know what else I should do? I think... So my YouTube is linked on my Twitch page. If you scroll down to the About section, it is linked right there. So I'm not, you know, I'm not a complete goober. I have done a little bit of work. I think I need this. So like on these other gemstones here, thank you, Brass. It's had this forward-facing facet. Say that 5 times fast. Except for, I mean, even this one has this forward-facing side, and the top goes back a little bit. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't put the big shine across the top here and not do it on the side. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Uni Network is being a poop. I'm gonna just lurk. Oh, Lazy Jacob, we have added a lurk command. So give that a test out. You are free to lurk. You'd be most welcome. I think you'll enjoy it. I wrote it this morning. I might have to set it up to where I can. There it is. I hope y'all enjoy that as much as I do. It's nothing fancy, but I think it's fun. Is this where we are? Yes, this is our bright shiny shine. Maybe I go crossways with the shiny? No, I think that'll be weird. That is incorrect. That is not how that needs to go. The weird part is that this shine here is gonna, if I wanted to follow the edge of the gem here, it'll be, was this 3 blocks wide? Which is just weird. And or at least it has to have a 3-block separation from the front end to the back end. See, and that makes it not a good place for that to be. That said, I could probably do... See, that's 1, 2, 3. Probably do this number. Bear with me, folks. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure about this. This is probably the exact wrong way to do this, but I am learning through failure, if nothing else. Yep, I feel like that's the exact wrong way that needs to be. So we're gonna fix it. Doesn't help that you picked a difficult subject to portray well as the lighting goes. Yeah. Well, you live and learn. I guess, in this case, hopefully. Ah, and I forgot to go all the way over too. And honestly, I should probably actually be doing this color twice as wide. So maybe like that. And we'll go down to the next color. And maybe this way too. No, we'll just do the darkest up there. And now for this color. Ah, no, that's where that needs to be. Bring that over again. Yeah, there we go. And we'll come all the way down to this one too, up here. Yeah, it's starting to look like something. What gem is this? I don't know, man. It is a hexagon-shaped a crystal of some kind. Kind of an orange, what is it, basalt, I think, has that natural sort of hexagonal formation. It's not a gemstone, but it's gonna look like that. So it's not a real gem, as far as I'm aware. It could be. Does that look like the right kind of shine? I feel like the brightest part of the shine does need to be thicker. We could even go a step higher, too, if we wanted to. All the way up to here. You know what? I kind of like that. Kind of like it. We're gonna... You know what? We're gonna do this the easy way. Let's bring this all the way up. Ooh, yeah, that's better. That's a good shinier shine. A shinier shiny. That might be too much. Topaz, if Diablo 2 taught me anything. Cut isn't right. Topaz is often that color. You know what? Through the power of magic, we can cut any gemstone into any shape we want. So yeah, it could be. Alternatively, it could just be a really funny shaped square, or at a funny angle. Got this thing angled such that it's really freaking weird. Let's go back down here and... Oh, crud. No, negative, my friend. Do not do that. Maybe I'll bring this dark color across the bottom and up this side. No, that is wrong. Wrong. That does need to go the other way. The bright should be on the outside. So if we find this color again, that is the brighter color, one step up. I don't really care for how yellow this is, actually. Maybe we bring that back down. Yeah, I think that's a little better. I feel like this line here is too orange. Being surrounded the way it is with everything else. There. Yeah, now it's fading out in both directions. That's a really big shine, but... This thing's about to be yellow. You're right, the orange is weird. I'm liking this yellower orange over the redder orange that I started with. So I feel like if I were to, say, do this... Nope, crud. I need to go down. Where am I here? That's that color. So if I step that down... And I step that down... What is this shine here? That's that color. So if I step that down one, that's what color that should be. And actually, we could use all the way down, too. But we would need to make this color, like that. There. And then that. You see that? Those stair step quite a bit. From there to there. I did not move these. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe I did accidentally move these. Because that feels like that should be... That's better. I guess I must have dragged these on accident. So those are the same. So that's that. I guess then that would mean that's the color that should be. No, because that's dipping way into the orange now. What have I done? Let's bring all these up a stair. A step. That's not bad. Okay, so I wanted to add a front edge bevel. So how would I go about doing that is the next question. Kind of wondering if my shine shouldn't just be thicker. If this is the... Where is the color we're using for that? I think it's this one. Nope. Crud. Allow me to use the correct tool. If I just thicken these out like so. That thick shine. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think adding it like that will work. If I thicken this out like this, does it make it look right? Uh-oh. Hmm. You know what? I learned that the Alt key is a thing you can use to just pick a color up. And then I think I need to bring this shine across, or not the shine. Oh, I guess it is a shine. I don't know that that's working. And also, bring this up to this color, I think. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring more of this down. Or over, I should say. You know what? Let's go all the way to cross. We're going to go all the way to the halfway point. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. 2, 3, 4. Just going to eyeball this for a second. And then, now that we're here, we'll do the same thing with this color. No, I thought that would look okay. I don't think it does, though. Going like that. Going like that. I think I do need to pull that back down. Does that work? Does that work? I don't know. It might. I have done goofed this up somehow, somewhere. I think that fixes it a little bit. Maybe not. I think that looks good. I don't know if it looks good where it is. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's a cool look. You know what I'm also tempted to do is bring this shine down. Man, that is bright. Tempted to bring that shine across like that. Nope, that doesn't look good. Those interior shines, or those interior internal reflections, are giving me grief. I feel like this bottom section does need to do something more interesting. Maybe I bring the brightest color all the way over. I'm really not sure what to do with this. It is perhaps beyond my skill to fix this particular problem at this point. Can you bring this down? Would that look good? Honestly, it almost looks more like a flan to me now. It's a hard-edged flan. It's kind of like a jelly. Then it does a stone. I see what it is. It's a crystallized ooze that you can use on your enemies. Gold bucket. Gold bucket. Does it look like a bucket to you? Like an upside down bucket, maybe? It'd probably be better if I actually used it. You know what? Man, that is one of those things that looks pretty good at a distance. Those colors blend together really well. I mean, if it's a bucket, you wouldn't have a... I mean, I guess it could have a lid on it. But otherwise, I'd feel like it'd be upside down. Also, this makes it look like it's rounded. The way that this shading works here makes it very much look like it is rounded rather than flat. It's lid, fam. You can get out. No, I take that back. You can stay. Puns are welcome here. Okay. Yeah, I think looking at a reference, maybe not using pixel art references, but definitely using real-life references for a gemstone would be the next step. I remember listening to somebody one time, and they said something along the lines of, you know, stop using other people's art as a reference for how to make your own art, and start using real-life subjects, because you're gonna make art that is a reflection of other art rather than a reflection of the real world. So, and I think, you know, to get a style down, if you want to emulate a certain style, like, you know, pixel art or anime or whatever else, then copying other people's art is good. But in this particular case, I feel that advice is relevant. Just submitted my leotard question to Twitch. Now we wait. Good luck. I have heard that getting a hold of Twitch, what do you call it? Twitch help that isn't just automated, canned responses, even for partners, is kind of a nightmare. Or is an exercise in futility. Be prepared, gems are tough. Yeah. Yeah. I mostly wanted to practice, doing different shapes and making them look good. It ended up being gemstones because gems come in all different kinds of shapes. Hell, friend. Welcome, Goddess of Doom. Good morning. How are you doing this morning, Doom? Well, my life is an exercise in futility. You know what? Likely, I read something the other day that was, from the standpoint of a robot talking to a human, and says, humans' only directive is to live. Everything else is a bonus. So you're doing everything you're supposed to be. Yep, getting all them emotes in chat. Literally just woke up. Well, I appreciate you popping into the stream as soon as you wake up. Don't feel pressured to do so, but we appreciate you being here nonetheless. Also, if you ever we've added a lurk command, so if you feel like you want to lurk, it's there now. Feels zero pressure. Well, good. Would hate for that to be a thing. The only thing that should feel any pressure in this chat is these gemstones, because they were under a lot of pressure to exist. The only thing we're promised in life is death. Taxes. From what I understand. That's the other thing that you're guaranteed if you live long enough, I guess. Favorite one is the light blue one. This one here, the one all the way to the left. Well, you're promised to pay them, likely. Yeah, I feel like, Goddess, I feel like I could do more with it. Like, I'm not super happy with the shine right here. It maybe should be brighter, but I'm glad you like it. I think of the ones I've made so far, the purple hexagon is my favorite one. And I'm looking at this weird flan we've got going on here, and the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking, maybe I ought to stop and come back to this, because again, at a distance, it looks more round, like one of those what do you call it? Those gelatins that you make in the bubbly cake tin, and then you flip them upside down. They've got the hole in the middle. It looks like one of those, except a bit different shape. I love flan. I haven't had it very often, but I too enjoy a good flan. A bunt? Yeah, like a bunt. You know what I'm talking about, Brass. Like the those weird jello things that sometimes people put fruit in that are made in those tins, and then they're like a centerpiece to a bunch of other stuff that you're actually going to eat. Gemstones, I recommend looking up a few common cuts, then trying to emulate the lighting on them. Maybe you can make food. That's not a bad idea. I've seen other people practicing that. That might be a good place to move on to next. You eat the jellos too. Yeah, I know you can, but a lot of times it's sitting up there as it's a set piece. It's there to look good more than it's there to be actually, edible and fun, or edible and enjoyed, I guess. That's dumb, it's food. I mean, I agree. You can eat it. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's set up there to look good more than it is to be eaten. I don't think anybody would stop you, at least not any of the places I've seen it. But that said, I haven't been to many parties in the past, like those kinds of parties in the past several years. You know what? One thing I need to do here as well is set this on its own layer, because I always forget to do that. Cut that. What are we gonna call this? It's a flan for now. Oh, I got my caps lock on. It's a flanstone. Meet the flanstones. There we go. It's food. If you aren't eating it, what's the point? You know, so likely it needs to look appetizing, not actually be it. You say that, but I feel like to a lot of people, the look of a food does affect the taste of the food, like, or even your overall enjoyment. Like, there's a part of me that does feel like, yeah, if I blindfolded myself and ate two different kinds of food, or ate the same kind of food, but one was well prepared and looked good, and the other one didn't, I couldn't taste the difference without seeing it. But I might enjoy the pretty one more, being able to see it, than the other one, even if they did taste the same. And I agree, Brass. I agree that food is meant to be eaten, and if you're making food that isn't supposed to be eaten, you're wasting your time. Or it is, and wasting resources on top of that. But, I definitely think that there is something to making food look good. Some of us view food in a masochistic manner. It looks good, tastes bad. I'd eat your weird jello. I mean, phrasing. Alright, y'all. I'm going to take a quick break, and we're going to switch over to making some magic items. Alright. We'll be right back. And let's see if I can remember to hit the right button to go to my... what do you call it? Go to my... pause screen. You know what? I should actually make that. I should make it a pause screen for my be right back. Let's see. Is this the right button? It is the right button. Woohoo! Okay. Where is my... There it is. Reset that. I need my 10 seconds back. Alright. Be right back. And... Hey, I hit the right button again. So Luz, if you're still hanging around, I was thinking, or I think Brass mentioned this to you the other day. I was popping in and out of the stream, so I'm not sure. But we've got a discount Stream Deck, which is just a number pad, an extra number pad plugged into the computer that we have, or that I have set up to be my Stream Deck, per se. Alright, so here's a thing that I wanted to do. I'm gonna take all of these. We're gonna copy that. And then... I'm just gonna do all of that. No, that's huge. 500 by 500. And I want the background to be white, just cuz. You know what? I don't actually like the white background. I need to get a new palette. Because I don't love this one. But we're gonna find a nice sort of parchment-y color. Add that. I'm gonna fill our background with that. Cool, I'm gonna make a new layer. We've added all of our props. And the other thing I wanted to do was there's a way to show the grid. Show the grid. What is that? What is that? Hotkey. Control plus. So let's move these around a little bit. Well, they don't necessarily all need to fit within a grid square. But it might be nice if they did. Give us a good frame of reference for how big everything should probably be. I guess the question becomes for me next is, how big is this grid? $16 pixels? Yeah, 16 by 16 looks like. Okay. But we can make this shop area look pretty consistent. Make the items look pretty consistent if they're fitting within this grid. And you know what? Now that I think about that, can I just select this bad boy and squeeze him down into the grid? Boop. Kinda. That kind of works. In all reality. Let's do this. Let's bring this back out. Let's bring this all in. Slide that over that way. And then we're just going to select this bit. Nope, it didn't work. Okay. Then we're going to just select the bottom piece. That almost worked. Let's see, Alt that. There we go. Yeah, I feel like that looks good. We'll probably use this one instead. Can I? Hey, that looks okay. Yeah, we can make all these fit in this, fit in the square. Again, we don't have to do it this way, but I think it's cool. Probably not do that. We'll not do that with that one. It fits in the square, I'm happy with it. Alright, so I wanted to add a few more items to the shop. You guys feel free to give me some suggestions on stuff we should sell in the magic shop here. We got plenty of shelf space, and given the fact that this demi-plane is of my creation, I could make the shelves as big or as small as necessary. A skull. Oof. You would pick something hard, wouldn't you? Now the question is, do we do a face on, like this guy, or do we do 3/4? Because I feel like a 3/4 turn... 3/4 turn, is that right? A loaf of bread. Is it a magical loaf of bread? Well, why, yes, it was baked this morning. It smells just simply magical. Could be. Or just even a slice of bread. But I think the 3/4 turn skull would look better, but it might be beyond me to do right now. Let's try to make a skull. I think it'd be fun if your shop sold really weird stuff. I mean, that is the plan. It's like I can verify that all of this stuff is potentially magical. Okay, so there is a way to set this guy. I want... Oh, I could change the grid settings. That's good to know. I want my color palette thingy over here to be a wheel, to be a circle. There's a way to do this, but how to do this might not be worth trying to figure out right now. Potion over here. One used left shoe over there. Yeah. Alright, well, we're not going to futz around with that too much. Let us try and find a good brown, yellowed brown color for the bone to be. It's going to have to come up to white. A magical secondhand store. Actually, no. Let's come to right about there. Here. And we're gonna get closer and closer to white over here. Let's give this a shot. This may not work the way I want it to, but we've desaturated everything pretty heavily. Let's try to use this color palette and make a skull. No, crud. Go back. I'm gonna start off by making a cycle. Ish. But of course this circle is gonna need a box on the bottom for where the teeth go. Looks good already. We'll just do these upside down kettlebell. You know, what you decide to use your skull for is not my concern. I'm not gonna judge. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. We need to fade these two together a little bit. I think if that's gonna be our base color. Okay. Maybe we do this. I am digging this groove we got going here. So, let's go ahead and fill this all in, because I feel like the darker, shading it down will be easier. We'll figure out where the eye holes and the nose need to go. Grab that. That needs to move over. Eye holes are close to the jaw. What do you mean they're close to the jaw? In a real skull. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So what you're saying is I need to bring these down? Or besides this, rather than this, perhaps. You darken that down like that. Eh? Yeah, I think I like it. Ah, yes, I see. Maybe perhaps this eye needs to be moved over a step. Eye socket always surprises me. Eye socket is about at the vertical midpoint of a skull. So what you're saying is... I mean, I could do that. I feel like, though, in this particular case, if I moved it down too much, I'm going to lose the nose. That said, I also do feel like this eye just needs to move. You know, we're going to select that and bring that with us. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks a little better, to be honest. Need to shade this down some. Looks a little more round. Maybe not a whole lot, but some. Ooh, another thing I can do. Sort of give this a bit of a texture. That's not exactly a texture. Just sort of fade it in. And we may need to outline this too. Brows are a high point, they'll catch a little bit of the light. Could put that right across the top. Yeah, that's too high. I was trying to give it these deep eye sockets, but you're probably right. Let's do this number. Might be a bit too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring them all the way up. Well, that skull is done. Doesn't want to hear it anymore. I've had it with your nonsense. You young whippersnapper. Honestly, I don't even think that's a thing that old people say anymore. I don't think that's a thing that old people have said for years. Nope, nope, I don't like that. I think I like the little dot nose. Did they ever really say it? I feel like it was said at some point. Right, because like the stereotype has to have come from somewhere, right? Not that stereotypes necessarily have to make sense. Or generally do. What? Indie world? I just press the X button. That apparently makes everything wig out. Ah, I see what I've done. I think that's about right. It's very shiny on top. You know what? How about that? Leave it a little bit shiny on this side. There we go. Never heard a human say it unironically. Well, yeah, but that's just because that's the age we live in. That's where we are as far as the time frame of things happening. Presumably, it was long enough ago, people still would have said it. You know, the more I look at this bottom piece, it doesn't look quite right. Let's bring this all the way over. Nope, that didn't look right. I was hoping it would. I feel like I do need that gap there. I could also move the whole thing up, too. Let's do this. Let's move the... I think that kind of does it. Let's give this a shot. Let's see how it looks. Come next to everything. It's very bright. It's kind of leaning forward a little bit, too. And I don't want to put it right next to the mask. But something else we can do is... Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. We wanted to edit this. Let's bring the brightness down a little bit. Maybe bring the saturation up some. Maybe even bring the saturation down, perhaps. Maybe I should just bring the eye sockets and whatnot all the way to black. I feel like that's a good background piece. Doesn't stick out too much. Oh, crud. Did the same thing to... What in the world? What has happened? I've edited my background for some reason. Confound it all. Why would that have happened? There it is. What a strange thing to happen. And it's done it again? Oh, no, it deleted everything. Why would you do that? Goodness. That's really weird. I'm such a noob at this. There. That fix it? Oh, that fixed it. Anyway. Crud, wrong button. Just want a line. I'm not sure if this is doing what I want it to or not, but I think that'll do. Guess I could just try and grab the whole thing and rotate it. See how that looks. Probably terrible. Oof, oof, yep. You can still kind of tell what it is. Poor guy. No, we're gonna not have that. I think that works okay. We're gonna go with that for now. So there is another thing I wanted to do. Let me pull up a reference real quick. I wanted to put something on my counter. There we go. We might use a little bit of extra space here. For this. Okay. How do I... Well, that's not working. I know what I can do. Shrink this guy down. I can definitely see why having multiple monitors is a real big help to people. Okay, so I've got an idea. Bear with me for a second. We need something to adorn the... the countertop. Something cute to go on top of the counter. We may need to make the box bigger. We are, of course, going to make this. Maybe these? This color. Very good. We're gonna... fill that in. Trying to find a good orange here to represent this. I think we'll go with that for now. And then we need maybe this green. Yeah, I think so. Let's go back down to this orange. And we're just gonna make this really dark. I'm not sure if I should leave the nose out or not. Kind of thinking I should. No. That's better. I think I like that more. Come back to this orange, because we need some stripes. Let's bring this up a little bit. And then we'll come back down and fill in something like that. Of course, I want to bring all this. No. Yeah, there we go. I think I'll erase this here. And I'll just bring this outline and remove it. There we go. Cool. Y'all may not appreciate this, but I think it's adorable. Let's see, let's do this. Thick kitty. What do you mean, thick kitty? What you talking about? I think he looks fine. It's cute. His face is wide. You know, I can't really tell where the face is supposed to be, where it ends over here. I think I'm gonna do that there, and then we're gonna get rid of that. Maybe... There, how's that? Does that look more appropriate? Maybe I should have the outline be all dark. That looks a bit too red, to be honest. I'm gonna go with this. Go with that there. There we go. Don't think it was a problem. You're probably right. But I like I like this. I kind of want to make his eyes a little darker though. No, that's not a good green. Let's find a good green in here. Or we could get real fancy here. Oh wait, no. There it is. Or even, actually... There we go. Let's put this in 2 blocks instead of 3. Copy. And first off, let's move this potion over, because I think I want to put the cat... Uh-oh. Yep. I'll put that up there for now. Turn that back on. So... there we go. It's fantastic. It's probably too bright, to be honest with you. We can shade him down though. Okay, let's see. Brightness. Let's try that. I think that fits a little better. There's a slight darkening of it. That's fantastic. I love it. And maybe something else that needs to happen. Let's turn the box a little bit more. Does that look better? I don't know if it does. Yeah, I'm not sure about this bottom line. Either way, I dig it. And we just got 2 more cats to go. And a dog somewhere in there. He's adorable. Now, if only I need to do an animation of him sitting up in the box and like licking his paw and stuff. I think that would be fantastic. Let's see. One other thing I need to do is this shelf and counter unit needs to be cleaned up a bit. Needs to be a lot more detailed, to be honest. But I like it. I like the kitty. Okay. See if we can find some other inspiration for some items to put in here somewhere. What were some other suggestions you had there, Brass? Bread. Right, bread. We could put the bread up at the top near the cat. If we wanted to. I think a pixel art loaf of bread wouldn't be too crazy. Let me search bread. I know what bread looks like. That is I see a loaf of bread that has a cat face. That's just too good. Do a loaf of bread with a face on it. That's the money right there. All right, let's do this slightly toasted brown. It needs to be more brown. Let's see. We're gonna have the top of our bread here. That means it needs to come down, I think. And then back in. And over. This is our loaf of bread. It's slightly puffing out at the top. Let's see, I want to move this. And also this. Slide that up. Give us as much space to work with as we can get away with. Maybe I could bring that down to this L. Tis the L key. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So then from here, we need wide bread. Also, I do think that this far end face needs to match. I'm gonna have to turn off the tooltips because they're ticking me off. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we've got our bread. Our bready outline. Okay, and we're gonna get a lot lighter here on this face actually, because this is our sliced open piece of bread. be a little bit brighter than this. We've selected the right color. No. There we go. That looks alright. Probably need to darken the whole thing down, to be honest. Now the real question is, do we put a face on it? Because I feel like I want to put a face on it. Screaming bread. Screaming bread, everybody. Would you care for some living bread? I think that's an appropriate item for a magic shop. We can do a select tool here. Do. Bring the eyes down a smidge. Use up more of the face space we've got. That poor bread. Well, you know, he's trapped in a magic shop, so I guess things could be worse. Got his face sliced off. Or did he get his face opened up? Like, is this actually his face, and he's just been, you know, he was completely covered before. I'm gonna fill these in with our darker brown here. There we go. Something else we can do here. Let's come here, make this slightly darker, and then we just, oh crap, not that button. I'm not sure if this is a good play or not. Good move. Yeah, I put that one in the wrong spot. I did put those all in the wrong spot. There we go, like this. This might not be a good move to try and do the shading this way. But we're... yeah, no, that just makes it look checkerboarded. Nyom. That's the wrong way for that to go. Maybe more like that. Looks a little happier now, maybe. At least a little bit, slightly less distraught, but maybe more sad. Poor guy. Magical piece of talking bread. Loaf. It's an entire loaf of talking bread. We're on the correct layer. I don't know, we might be getting too many things that have faces on them. I don't think we need to darken this thing down again. Let's see. I always forget where it is. Adjustments. There. That's fun. So far we've got the cat is not for sale, but the bread is, the mask and all the other stuff. Everything's for sale except for the cat. I was gonna say for a second, you know, everything that's not alive is for sale, but I make no promises about the bread. Okay, we got a couple of things on the shelf now. Got a skull. Got ourselves a little cat, and a sad loaf of bread. I think the mouth of the skull looks a bit too curved. Doesn't communicate the forward projection of the jaw. I agree. It looks kind of like it's tilted forward at the forehead. But that'll be something we can fix later. Need to look up some more skull references. And try and mess with that. Alright, I think I'm going to take another quick break here, and then we'll come back to... I think what I want to do next is work on the counter and the shelf, because it's really plain and flat, and it's kind of bothering me, so we'll fix that when we come back. Let's see if I can remember the button again. we back. So, looking at this little shop we've got going on here, I realized something during the break, or it was pointed out to me, that I need to fix. This cat, his eyes, they are the wrong color. They need to be sort of an orangey brown color. Because that is the color of the eyes of the cat that I wanted it to represent. The problem is getting it to look quite right. Without making it look like he's a glowing, crazy-eyed cat. May have to forego it, to be honest. Just because it is difficult to have an orange cat with orange eyes. Actually, you know what? You know what? Hey, Topaz! Welcome, welcome. Please, please tell me my raid. Yeah, my raid sign is going off. Welcome, everybody. We're drawing a cat in a box. Welcome. For those who are already in chat. Does this work? Did I do it right? Yeah, there we go. So, I'm trying to figure out, Topaz, try to figure out how to make an orange cat with sort of orange eyes to look correct in a pixel art form. But also, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what we've been doing today. We're working on our magic shop and filling it with some items. Got a few things going on. But this is going to be our chatting screen eventually, whenever we get done with it. But yeah, we're putting together a bunch of stuff to sell in our magic shop. The cat is not for sale. The box might be, but how dare you if you suggest I take the box away from that cat. Seen it around, but haven't actually caught it. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. It's still a creation in progress, work in progress. And eventually I'm going to have my little moving avatar behind the counter while I'm talking. That's the plan anyhow. You know, the more I look at this, the more I'm feeling like the light's coming from the right side, which means I feel like maybe I should shift these and turn them around. But I think my next project that I'm going to work on is to make the counter and shelving look more interesting, because right now they're kind of meh, very flat. So what we can do actually is grab the shelf itself. The shelf itself. The spirit of the thing itself. Grab all of that. Copy. We're going to come over here to our sprites page. I'm trying to paste that over here. Like so. So how did your pixel challenges go? Finished the surfboards and they look pretty good. Went and did some work on the Mystery Shack after as well. Oh yeah, how's the Mystery Shack coming? I was wanting to see your next bit of that, and I realized you were streaming earlier. planning to stream for another, 45 minutes or so, but I was hoping you might be streaming when I got done. And I could try doing a raid. I haven't successfully pulled it off yet. Looked nice when you were watching. Well, good. I mean, it looked nice last time I saw it, as well. Yes, and again, thank you for the host. Also, I noticed that somebody who's in your chat regularly, I think it's Jimmy McGinger or something along the lines. Thank you for following. If you were here, part of that raid, appreciate the follow earlier. Usually have to go grab dinner afterwards. I see. Oh, has university started back up yet? Are you having to go back to that? Because I was wondering if you were going to be streaming less when that happened. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I think the last time you were streaming and I showed up and you mentioned my stream, he went and checked me out and gave me a follow, which I really appreciate. Let's see, let's add, I guess this is our base color. I'm not really sure what to do with this, to be honest with you. I need to rough this up and make it look more of something is going on. But I think what my next plan should be, or my next step in my plan, should be to look up some furniture. Maybe some shelves, pixel art shelves. Get some inspiration from some other people. That's a cat. Pinterest. That is a pixel art cat. None of these are shelves. Not a single one of them. There we go. University is happening currently. I'm only in 1 day a week. Okay, but it's a big year. So maybe not many streams in this last term. Okay. Only in 1 day a week. So are you doing... I haven't been to college in a while, so are you doing like, 3 or 4 hour class? Because if I remember right, art classes are usually longer than other classes. Oh. Oh! I don't know why I didn't connect that. Tudis, did you do those emotes? I intuit that you did. Because, like, I remember you guys were talking about it, and yeah, awesome. They are adorable. I love them. Go ahead and throw them all in chat there, Doom. Feel free to spam those emotes. So yeah, everybody who's here, Tudis did these emotes that Doom is posting. They are quite adorable. I love them. Let me open up this image in a new tab and just pull that out and shrink it down so that I can keep this available to me to look at. It was wonderful doing those. Love them so much. Thank you again. Yes, I too love them. They're really nice. Also, Tudis, do me a favor. I was trying to get into your Discord the other day, and I could not do it. For some reason, the link would not allow me in. If I'm welcome, of course. Don't feel pressured if you don't want me in there. I would understand. You are, of course, also welcome in my Discord if you felt like you wanted to join. There we go. For uni, I'm in from 9 to 5. Wow. Okay. Study graphics, websites, and business stuff. Okay, so I thought you said you're only in for one? Is that what you were saying? Maybe I misunderstood. Oh, 1 day a week, but 9 to 5. Multiple classes, I guess. I don't know why I assumed 1 day a week and one class also, but that, yeah. How do I make this look right? I'm looking at some examples here of some... Maybe it's just too dark. Maybe that's my problem. Let's find a good brown to use. Steal that brown, and let's go something a little bit lighter. Couple steps. And some darker couple steps. Move this guy over there. We'll use this as our base color, and we'll move up from that. Let me find a new one. Several classes in that day, and I'm dead by the time I'm home. No, I feel that. I totally understand. Oh, crud. What if I... Okay. Okay. Nope. That's weird. Maybe I should turn the grid off and make this easier on myself. This might be too bright, to be honest with you. Probably is. It's too orange is what it is. Let me unlock these. But why are you doing that? Oof, I can barely tell the difference in these. Not much happening in the server. You mind if I send it to you on Twitter? Oh yeah, that's fine. Same here, to be honest with you, on mine. I want to be more active with it. I just haven't figured out my workflow yet as far as, you know, posting to Twitter and posting on the Discord and all of that. You know, you say you've been taking some business classes. Probably be good for me to do that, to be honest with you. But like, I'm basically doing the free version, watching a bunch of stuff on YouTube and people who talk about how to manage a social media. What do you call it? Format business, I guess. And so I'm trying to do this a bit more. I'm trying to make this a full-time gig, I guess. It doesn't quite jive, I think, but we're gonna go with it for now. I'm trying to make this sort of a full-time thing. This content creation, media creation exercise, and a lot of it, like, it's not easy. There's a lot that goes into it, and especially if, you know, you want people to actually follow you and, you know, pay attention to what it is you're doing. Seen a lot of people in the art section of Twitch make their own sub badges with Procreate, so I'm gonna try and do that. Yeah, art's expensive, and if you can make your own, that'll save you a lot of money, at least. I don't know, I've been I've been debating going flip-flopping back and forth on if I ever get up to the affiliate level. One of these days it might happen, but if I ever get there, I'm kind of dancing back and forth on whether or not I actually want to go for it. I've read some stuff that's like, you know, because of the contract. So excited to make your own emotes when you hit affiliate. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Hopefully I get to that point. But the thing that I was going to say is that some of what I've seen... What in the world? What? Oh, crud, no, I didn't want to do that. Bring that back up. Lock those. I want to make a darker color. Some of the stuff that I've seen is that because of the amount of control and, I guess, possession over your content and brand that Twitch has, if you sign that contract, makes me iffy about if I want to sign over to it or not. Contract is an odd thing since it stops you streaming on places like Twitch at the same time. I think it could potentially become an issue if you become partner. Yeah, well, the thing that worries me, that was pointed out to me, I didn't read this myself, but it was pointed out to me, that basically Twitch, if you are an affiliate or a partner, Twitch has the right through their contract to use anything you put on stream, basically. So YouTube, yeah, anything you put on stream, they can use that in their own advertisements or wherever they want. They can throw up a video on Twitter or YouTube and use your likeness without consulting you about it. They can use your name without consulting you about it. That's just in the contract. And there is the whole you're not allowed to stream at the same time, as far as my understanding goes, to YouTube. So, because you can't do that, that limits your growth. You're not allowed, or it's not that you can't stream to other platforms. Like apparently Facebook is kind of big, getting kind of big in the streaming thing too. But it's not that you can't stream there, it's just that you can't stream there at the same time. The content you make for Twitch has to be exclusive to Twitch. So you could stream, like, I don't know, stream on one day, or even 1 hour or whatever your time frame is on Twitch, and then stop and go stream on another platform per the contract. But you'd have to do that, that's the thing. It only has to be exclusive for 24 hours. Yeah. And it's a, it's just a, I don't know, it's an iffy thing. Part of me is like, yeah, I don't want to be beholden to that. But at the same time, getting up to affiliate or getting up to partner can, like if I'm not doing anything and getting any traction on YouTube or other places, I might as well, because you can, as far as I'm aware, get out of that contract if you want to, fairly easily. You can upload VODs and stuff. Yeah, after a day, or after whatever the time frame is, if it is a day. Also know people that stream on TikTok at the same time, but it's not showing the same content that's on Twitch, so it's fine. Huh. As in, like, because it's a different format, it's not showing the exact same thing. The other thing I've heard is that, you know, for people who are small, like affiliate level, Twitch doesn't really bring down the hammer on those people because who cares? You're too small for Twitch to worry about you too much. But yeah, it's one of those things that I feel like I don't want to sign off or sign my stuff over to Twitch. That I don't want to sign that much of my content and rights off to Twitch. But at the same time, I could pull myself out of it if I needed to. I think, like, have the camera aimed at their face and it's more of a side chat, and then people come from TikTok over to the Twitch stream. Yeah. And again, I feel like that could be one of those things where they're getting away with it and Twitch isn't coming after them, even if it is technically against their contract. I feel like it's more of a thing that would be a problem for people who are really big, right? If you get to the part where, you know, you're a bigger streamer and Twitch might actually take notice, they would have grounds to step on you on that, if they wanted to. And for me, I don't know, I want to avoid that if I can. Cover my own backside. Oh, crud. Oh, hit the wrong button. That is... Is that that color? No. What is this? Let's outline this. That kind of looks okay. I'm digging that. But yeah, it's one of those things that I really don't have to worry about at this stage because I am not popular enough for it to matter. Hopefully we get there, though. That's fair. There's some people that, even though they've hit the affiliate goals, they won't enter the contract. Yeah, that had been my plan up to this point. I may not stick with that just because... you know, if there's any money to be had on Twitch, you got to be an affiliate to get it, or a partner. But the I guess the admonition I had been receiving from the stuff I've been watching is, you know, you're not making a whole lot as an affiliate anyway, right? You know, maybe somewhere between 20 and 50 bucks if you're, you know, really popular as an affiliate per month. Which, if you're trying to make this a business, that's chump change, right? I mean, it's definitely appreciated, obviously, but if you want to make it a living, by the time that you can do that, you should be hitting you'd be hitting the goals for partner anyway. So, I need to go to the fill. Is that the G? Yeah, it's G. Crud. Not that color. So yeah, it's a thing to consider, to keep in mind. It might be worth going to affiliate just so that I can get those emotes and stuff, and maybe that'll draw some more people in. I've seen a lot of people getting really hyped about their emotes, Likely to Lose being one of them. I think I need to bring this over one so that it looks like my... No, not that. Yeah, the inside needs to look... So I think that is actually where that needs to be like that. Came out recently that even fairly big streams weren't really making minimum wage yearly, so I get where you're coming from. Yeah, and again, that's the thing. And sorry, I'm thinking things in my head that I'm not saying out loud because I'm getting distracted by what I'm trying to do, and which is another skill I'm trying to develop is can I stream and talk at the same time? But diversification as a business practice, right? Like, just streaming on Twitch is not, unless you're the absolute like top 20 people streaming on Twitch, you're not going to be making that kind of money, you know, support yourself kind of money at it. And so you need to diversify, put up stuff on YouTube, put stuff on TikTok, put stuff on Twitter, whatever else, to get people's eyeballs on your stuff. And I just had an idea for this actually up here. Let me... But yeah, to get people's eyeballs on your stuff, you need to be in multiple different places. Because you're not discoverable on Twitch. Is the big thing I've been seeing. you know, getting... let me see. That looks kind of better. Yeah. An artist, there's also other money-making methods, such as commissions or coffee. Yeah, I haven't looked into coffee, and Brass and Luz were telling me earlier I should be getting on that Fiverr train. Try and make some money there. Am I doing this wrong? Am I messing myself up here by bringing this out like this? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's try going back over here. It's gonna be 2 there. Like that. But yeah, getting on the Fiverr train, you know, doing commissions, that sort of thing. I don't think I'm nearly good enough for it, but, you know, other people disagree. I don't think I've got enough going on to have other people pay me money to make things. Nothing's a sure bet. Yeah. This. Oh, crap, no, not that. Other, wrong button. Bring this back over. This bottom edge doesn't even matter. You're not going to see it. It's going to be behind the thing. Whatever. I'm doing it anyway. Actually, because we're practicing anyway, let's do that. Does that look good? Does that look okay? Or even... something like that? Oh, wait a minute. No. I've got this. There. I'm gonna put this there. We'll mess around with that later. Commissions are really one of those things where you can only tell... you can really tell when to open them. Only you can really tell when to open them. Got it. Recently, the first time I've opened commissions since 2019. So, if you don't mind my asking, what was having you keep your commissions closed? Was it just you didn't feel like you were ready? Or was it... because a lot of the times I feel like... and they're shut again. A lot of times I see artists and they've got their commissions closed because they've got so much stuff to do. The commissions are closed because they've got too much stuff going on. I'm getting the hang of these hotkeys, I think. Okay. Ooh, actually, let's come down to this tool. I always come up with an excuse, whether it's being, or whether it be not being good enough, not knowing the prices, or just saying I was busy with uni work. So, I guess the question is, are you willing to do, like, are you willing to do it? You know, like, are you willing to actually do work for people, right? Like, do you want to do that? Last one is true now. Yeah, and I guess part of the process would be, are you, could you do it in such a way that would allow people to understand that, hey, I might be busy, or I'm gonna be busy, so it might take me a while to get this, you know, just increase your turnaround time. Be like, hey, I might not be able to finish this within, you know, a small number of days. So just, you know, it'll be done when it's done or something like that. It's a thing if you are comfortable with doing work. Yeah, I need to widen this out. This is not working out. Let's go ahead and do just one whole line. There we go. That's not right. I think all I need to do is erase this, yeah? Is that right? I think that's actually all that needed to be fixed. Good. But yeah, I see where you're coming from as far as that goes. You know, you've got to be comfortable with it. But there's a part of me that's like, yeah, no, I'd be comfortable making money. I'd be comfortable making making stuff for people and having them pay me money. But I realize it's not quite that simple. Because, you know, it is also putting yourself out there for critique. You know, you put something you made on the internet, you're inviting people to have a feeling, have some kind of feeling about it. Something that I heard that was helpful was if people are asking you to do commissions, that's a good sign to open them. It's not to say that not hearing that kind of stuff should prevent you either. Yeah, I do feel like it's, how was I gonna say? Oh, sorry, I just had a thought. I could put some little symbols and stuff in here. That would look pretty cool. I feel like if it's, you know, people who are not your closest friends telling you, like, you know, more like acquaintances or people you, I guess part of my metric would be, are they people you know online and not necessarily know in real life, or people you don't hang out with and talk to every day? If they're telling you, hey, do the thing, then yeah, maybe you should do the thing. Does this look right? I feel like this does not look correct. Maybe I should just... I am not sure. I'm not sure about this. Not sure how this should look, to be honest. Early on, I only did stuff for friends, since it's not as daunting. Yeah. I feel like... I seem to remember, so like, I remember going to the school, back in elementary school, and like riding on the bus and drawing things for people. I made more money at that time than I do doing art now. And, you know, some people liked it. Once you do something for one person, it can snowball since word of mouth spreads fairly fast, even online. Yeah. Yeah, that getting people who like your stuff. And that's true of, I think, all work, because on a certain level, streaming too is a work of art per se. You know, if you're streaming your art, that's one thing, but streaming itself is an artistic endeavor as well. And in the same way, like you're talking about, people who have your art and like it will spread it to other people. I feel like this is the wrong way to do this. Yeah, I think I don't want to do that way. Which makes me think I should be doing this. Maybe like that? Yeah, that looks better, actually. At least I think it does. Maybe not that one. Alright, this song is getting on my nerves. There we are. That's better. Oh yeah, and I had my image reference up here too. White side on this side, and then it darkens over on the right side. Okay. Not that. Does that look right? I don't think it does. New color looks better. Yeah, it's a bit redder than the previous one. The problem I'm gonna run into, I feel like, is if I put this back in this shop with as dark as everything else is, it's gonna look weird. But I think it also looks better because there's more detail going on. I might want to widen this out even more, just so that I can fit like some little symbols and such in this inset piece here. This looks really nice, by the way. The whole concept of Magic Shop is really neat, since I imagine there's tons of fun things you can hide on the shelves and stuff. Yeah, I am looking forward to making this pretty intricate. So here's the other thing. Let me deselect this real quick. I want to have... I'm probably going to widen the shelf out, right? Right, the way it is right now, I can just cut, drag, and fill it in. Have more stuff. But I want to animate it. Like, I'd like to have the cat doing stuff. I'd like to maybe have the bread blink. You know, the potions are shimmering. But that's a lot of GIFs, basically. But the problem I'm going to run into real fast is this is 5 pixels tall. All right, this shelf is like 5 pixels tall. And so anything that's on here has got to conform to that size, right? So I've got to be careful with how much space I have to work with, I guess, if that makes any sense. I feel like a lot of other what do you call this? Like other sprites and stuff might have more space to make more detailed things. But I've limited myself by picking a, I think this is 256? Yeah, it's 256 by 144. I've limited myself to the amount of pixels that I have to work with. I think it's good to have some overlap. It's necessary for depth. I'm not sure what you mean by overlap. If you're talking about like putting objects behind other objects. Ooh, could put some gemstones on this one. Yeah, and having things disappear partly when they animate. Disappear partly when they animate. Huh. That was another thing I was thinking too, is if I do the animation behind another object. I don't know exactly how to make, like, add in, like, if I wanted the shelf and all the background to stay the same, right? Like, I don't want it to move. I don't want to animate 300 frames of it. But I do want the cat to move, and I want the bread to move, and I want them to run on different cycles. I don't know if there's a way to do that in Aspirite specifically. There must be a way to make it happen. I think the way to make it happen might actually be to take all these little guys, all the props, and have them be their own separate image, right? Have them be their own separate GIF, and then just arrange them in OBS so that they're running, doing their own thing. separately. Definitely something to learn. Yeah. Got a lot to learn. Like, and again, as we were talking about imposter syndrome earlier, and like Tudis, I feel like you're a professional artist. You know what you're doing. You've got some weight of practice, and you've actually sold stuff. Whereas here with me, like I've never made anything for anybody for money, and so I feel like getting over that hurdle of the first step of, hey, pay me money to do a thing, potentially. I don't know, it feels weird. Right? Like I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm scamming people out of something, if that makes any sense. But then again, I guess that's freelance work in a nutshell. You've got to make the assumption yourself that what you can do, whether that's art or, any other kind of thing, got to make the assumption that what you can do is valuable. Not even the assumption, you got to make the assertion that what you can do is valuable and you deserve to be paid for it. Not really sure what to do with this shelf. And I feel like this shelf isn't doing anything useful, so I should probably bring it down and match it. And maybe I should make all the shelves actually the same height. That might be a useful tool or useful thing to do. Let's do that. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. You have to make the jump at some point. Generally, people are willing to pay you for a service at an earlier stage than you reckon. Yeah, and like you say, there's only one way to find out, really. Imposter syndrome is a common thing, especially for creatives, since even though you shouldn't compare yourself to others, you can't help it sometimes. Yeah, and I was saying this the other day, too, about, like, if you look at other people, or, like, for me, if I see other people's artwork, and I'm thinking, I'm looking at myself, and I'm thinking, yeah, I should sell stuff, and then I look at somebody else's artwork who's just so much better than me, right? And I'm like, oh, wow, if they're so much better than me, and they're not selling their stuff, or heck, even if they are selling their stuff, what right do I have? What right do I have to sell my stuff if, that is out there? It's like if somebody wanted something, they could go to that guy, and they'd be getting a better product. But, I don't know, I saw a meme of imposter syndrome at some point that was like, am I even good enough to be suffering from imposter syndrome? I have a tiny shelf up here. We'll delete this guy. We will unselect first. Bleep. Bloop. I was in a business lecture recently where they were on about how going from 0 to 1 clients is the hardest thing, but harder than going from 1 to 100. You should never compare yourself to people that are miles ahead, since they've had more time to build and grow to that point. Yeah. So last Friday at the end of the stream, I did the thing that I told myself I wasn't going to do, and I looked at my viewer count, and I was like, I just got so depressed, so disheartened, and then me later is like, you dummy. You said you weren't going to do that, and there's a good reason. Don't do that. And so, yeah, there's people out there who have thousands of viewers or whatever, but comparing yourself to them will actively hurt me. Comparing myself to people who are ahead of me will actively make me less inclined to do the thing. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Getting over those first steps, which again, sort of to circle this back, I've watched multiple different people who are very successful on YouTube and Twitch. So, you know, maybe they know a thing or two. Maybe they're just selling their own snake oil, I guess. But they've all said, you know, don't just make stuff on Twitch. If you do, make stuff on Twitch that you can cut up and put on YouTube or put on TikTok, or, you know, make material for other platforms if you want content creation to be to actually be a business. And if you want to grow, then that's the thing to do. If you want to just do it for fun and you're having fun, then by all means go for it. But if you want to make it into a thing, then treat it like a business and be as many different places you can get away with, and especially places other than Twitch, because you're just not, people aren't going to find you there. So, where is that? That is not that color. That is that color. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my tack. I'm trying to make more YouTube stuff. Part of my problem, I think, that I'm going to run into real fast and I need to be aware of, is that if I try to make stuff on YouTube, my first instinct is to make stuff that isn't pixel art, right? Which is basically my whole Twitch brand right now, is making pixel art stuff. So if anybody wants to see me on YouTube, it's going to be, oh hey, he made a YouTube video. I wonder if it's about pixel art. If it's not, then they're going to be like, what the hell? But yeah, I want to talk about like D&D related stuff, because it's one of my, I want to charitably call it one of my passions. I really like D&D and RPGs and rule systems and stuff, and I want to talk about that. And I think it'd be cool to have videos about that, but I don't do that on my channel. I don't do that on my Twitch channel. Something I'd ask as well is, how much do you network on Twitch, since that's a very big part? Being friends with other smaller creators, being part of a community can bolster you a fair bit. So, I don't network a whole lot. Partly because I am very, what do you call it, hesitant to fall into the trap of, I don't mean one of those lurk for lurk communities and networking in the sense of business. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I don't want to fall into the trap of going up to somebody and being like, hey, I'm a creator too, we could collab, or we could, and like basically only seeking people out for the sake of networking. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's kind of, it would be very easy for me to be disingenuous with that. Like, I want to talk to people who I actually want to talk to. I want to work with people I actually want to work with. And I don't want the relationship that I build with somebody to be based on my potential to work with them, literally making friends and hanging out with people. Yeah, that's what I'd rather do. All right, like, and I would hate to go into somebody's chat and be like, hey, cool, you're a creator too. I want to share my stuff with you, and maybe our communities can overlap. And no, I don't want to do that. I just want to, actually be your friend, and if I like your stuff, I'll talk to you, and you know, we can chill. And that's another thing too. Like, I might find somebody else who's doing pixel art. You know, they're in my wheelhouse or whatever, in the same sort of field, even just art generally. But then I don't jive with that person. And I would hate to try to be friends with somebody who just doesn't, like, I just don't want to hang out, like, be friends with somebody for the sole purpose of Twitch productivity. I guess. I go about it as searching for new people to watch and chat, never mentioning that I stream. Yeah, I feel like that is the safe way to approach that particular pitfall, I guess. I wonder if this would actually look good or not. Maybe? Maybe that looks okay. And I think that's like I say, I think that's a good way to approach it. That's probably what I would have to do for my own sake. I don't know about what we're doing here. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. Oh, wait a minute. Does this work? Does that look right? Does that look okay? It might. It might look okay. Let's see. Art community on Twitch is probably one of the nicest and welcoming communities around. More often than not, if you enter the chat and just talk and comment on the art, they'll ask you if you make stuff and ask to see it. I guess that's another that's another dangerous thing. It's like, yes, it's like, do you make art? Yes, but I don't want anybody to see it because I don't want to be judged. But no, you're totally right. That would be a good way to get rolling. Or I guess people in the art category are enjoying their hobby rather than trying to grow their stream with a game. Yeah, that makes sense. What am I doing? What am I doing with this nonsense over here? You know what? Let's just... Might have to ixnay that particular nonsense. But yeah, I see where you're coming from with the networking and, you know, getting... It's another... In a very... I don't want to sound, like, completely crazy cynical with this. And again, this is the thing I'm trying to avoid. But, like, it is... From a business standpoint, it is a way to get your name out there. Just talking to other people who are doing the thing that you're doing. You will encounter other people, whether it's the person who's on stream, for example, or if it's their audience. You'll encounter other people who are at least interested in, perhaps, the thing that you're doing. They may not be interested in you, specifically, but you're not going to reach them if you don't do that. At least you're not going to reach as many people. But I'm very... I want to be very careful not to fall into that pit trap. Because that's a skeezy thing to do, and I would hate to be that guy. The pit trap of... you know, talking to other people solely to, I guess, use them as a advertising outlet. And so I need to approach that very carefully, I think. And that's another thing about it is I am not super in the know on how to do the social media thing. So, like I was saying earlier, trying to get Discord and Twitch and all that, or not Twitch, Twitter, getting those online and figuring out how to interface with those platforms to be a valuable creator, right? Because like I think that's the crux of being a creator, right? You want to make stuff that other people are going to find value in. And so I need to figure out, how do I do that? How do I make stuff that people find value in? You'll also find that art people tend to know most other art people, at least in name, if not personality. You know, that that can come with its own problems. It's like, oh, you're friends with so and so. Oh, well, we could have been friends, but oh, maybe not now. Getting into a community who all knows each other can have can be its own ball of wax. Let's say. But I've never been one much for drama. Never been a, like, I don't like drama TV shows, and when I was in school, I was never part of the crowds that did all the drama. I do feel like this looks a whole lot better already than it did, and I'm tempted to just go and replace it now and move all the stuff. Don't you want to go where everybody knows your name? And they're always glad you came? I mean, that sounds lovely, actually. I never watched that show, by the way. Not that. That is not what I wanted. That's the wrong button. I wanted to Control C. Alright, let's make a new layer here. Shelf 2. Magic Boogaloo. Turn off the shelf and we'll paste a new shelf. Yeah, doesn't that look so much better? Goodness. Looks so good. Could even put it up like this if I wanted to. Now I need to move all the props around. Oh, I gotta be careful, my shelf is taller now. Okay, now the shelf needs to come down. Bringing down the shelf. How about like that right there? I'll move the props. Okay. So let's turn off the shelf for a second. Let's turn off everything but the props, actually. If I was a real smart cookie, I'd probably just want to put all these on their own layer. Oh, right, I turned the other shelf back on. I'm like, what in the world? Ah, I see. My shelf is now too narrow for the stuff I've made for it. So I guess the answer is either... no, if I sit it down, honestly, sit it down towards sort of the bottom pixel is underneath it. What in the world is going on with this song? It's like changing time signatures. Stop that. It's like changing time signatures mid-song. It's getting on my nerves. Alright. Now, this one is a little taller, I think, than the others. Ah, no. Grab the whole thing. Dingus. Yeah, I need to make the shelves bigger. This is not going to work. Oof. Shot myself in the foot. I think just cutting out this top shelf and only having 3 shelves is going to be the play. So let's just delete that. Come back over to here and we'll fix this. Be gone. Okay, so I'm gonna move all these up a couple pixels. 3 pixels, actually. Okay. Yeah. Now how much space do we have here? Nope, that's not the same. I could probably bring that down one. Actually, wait. Yeah, let's bring this shelf down a step. And then we'll make this our actual gap between everything. So that one's good. No, it's actually not good. Maybe bring this back down. In that case, we've only moved it up by 1. That's not okay. Maybe 1 is all we need. So we can bring this all the way down to the line. Or even below it. Is that enough space? No, I think that's the same problem. I should probably just count how tall the... I'm a doofus. I have this right here. So each space needs to be about a block wide. Maybe 1 less. Yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem at all. There. Oh, wait a minute. No, you can't sit on it. It's got to sit under it. Or, rather, I need to move this up. We can have the top shelf be 3, like that? Yeah. And then the top one here. The top shelf will be a little bit narrower. We'll put some smaller stuff on it. So, which means this one needs to be 6 above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think. Actually, I think that makes the top shelf about right. Probably. It's 1 pixel shy of being correct, but that's okay. Let's actually use this one. Doot, doot. What I might end up doing is actually making these shelves their own layer so that I can have the objects behind the shelves, but maybe on top of this. I think that would be a good play. On top of the exterior. Okay. Shelf 2, take 2. Yeah, that works. Probably don't want to have 2 of the same bottle, actually. Probably want to make one of these a different shape. And also... yeah, I think that's actually a thing that I need to do. Is flip these. There we go. I like it a lot better than the previous shelf. I'm not sure about the cabinets or the drawers. They might be too much going on. Too tall? Too high up? Not really sure. I'm really looking forward to the point where I can implement this and have it be all... actually use it as my just chatting setup. Don't want to move the background, actually. Move everything but that. I don't want to move the floor either, actually. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of space to make a border. I think that would be cool. Have like a little video game looking border around the outside edge. Thanks, Doom. Shop is coming along nicely, I agree. Once you get all the main items in the shelves, adding some silhouettes of extra stuff behind could be fun. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. Although I'd have to figure out a way to make sure that it looks like the shelf is deep enough for that. But yeah, that could be pretty cool. Like just let me see here. Go to the shelf back. Props. Let's just put it on props. No, wait. Went down one more. I have an idea. Nope, that is right. That is going to work. Something like that. Scroll looks like something I'd be picking up in Stardew Valley. Oh, you don't have to add tons of detail. All the items are really cool so far. It'd be interesting to see what else you add. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's subtle. That's a little subtle dude in the background. Let's even bring his arms in. Kind of wanted him to be symmetrical. Hiding bodies in the shelves. It was literally the first thing that came to mind. When you were like, silhouettes. I'm like, yeah, creepy little shadow guy. Oh man, how cool would it be? How cool would this be if I've got like, take this guy for example, and he's like hanging out, but he's like doing a little, like every now and again he moves. But he's like hanging out behind a scroll or like slightly behind other stuff. I've got a bunch of these. I can have a bunch of them. Ooh, wait a second. Let's put this back. Let's just move this. Sorry, I'm enjoying this too much right now. Cursed golem dolls. Moving behind the potion bottles. I can't really move him behind stuff at the moment. Oh wait, turn it all off. Give me the props. Yeah, I don't know why that... Did I hit the wrong button? I don't know why that didn't erase it like I wanted it to. I think I'd have to move the potion bottles in front of him for that to work. You know what? Here's the way to do this. Before I... Be gone. New layer. There he is. Okay, I'll turn everything back on, except for that shelf. Look at that. Oh man, you know what? All right, all right. There we go. They mostly come out at night. There we go. The skull needs to move too. It is not on the right layer. Or on the right level. There we go. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Thank you for that suggestion, Tutus. That is amazing. And they're gonna stay away from the cat too. So up here, the bread is safe. At least it's safe from whatever these things are. I don't know what they are, but I love them. Is it because they're creepers? Oh, you mean like Minecraft creepers and stay away from cats? No. You know, it's just cats, you know, chase little shadow guys. Little shadow things. They don't want to get chased. Also, up here, they'd be in the direct sunlight, or in the direct light of whatever the room is, so they're gonna stay hidden back here on the shelf. I really like that idea. I really like this. Could even put one... Nah, maybe not. Maybe not that. He's way too exposed down here. Yeah, we'll not do that. We'll have some more stuff in the shop too for them to hang out on. Okay. So I like what I've gotten done so far. Oh, by the way, Tutus, would you like to see a flan? We were working on a flan earlier this morning. It was supposed to be some kind of gemstone, but it definitely looks more like a flan. Yeah. Yeah, flan. This looks... does look very delicious, yeah. I was trying to make a sort of a hexagonal pillar-looking gem, and I don't think it... Just because of the colors I chose, I feel like it looks more like something edible. Like you could smack it and it would shake, like jelly, or like a Jello. Yeah, exactly. I think it's mostly because of the way I shaded it here. The way I shaded it and the actual curve of the lines makes it look like this is rounded more than it does like it's refracting off the inside. So, yeah, you know, I guess I take those. I should probably edit the edges of this thing, but that's what we were working on this morning. Anyway, I've gone well past my original stopping point. I think I'm gonna need to call it here. I've got other stuff I need to work on. Like I said, I'm planning on another video. It's gonna be different than the last one. Not gonna be a time lapse. I'm gonna rant about D&D stuff. That's the plan anyway. I'll probably have to do something pixel art related at some point, but I'm not really sure what a good video for pixel art would be. I can't exactly do... I wouldn't feel comfortable doing how-tos, because I barely know what I'm doing. And I'll take your suggestions in mind as far as the doing commissions and stuff. It's not a bad idea, and you know, it can't hurt me, I think. But we'll see, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out. It's been fun. I really like the group of people that we've got to hang out with. So thank you for visiting my magic shop. All right, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Good luck with everything you've got going on. Yeah, and until we cross paths again, stay safe out there.